Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ken and I want to invite you all to the channel. For the new viewers as well as for the returning, I'm grateful for the support. So today is a Sunday morning. It's almost 11 and I'm over here at Nyabwanze in East Africa, Kenya, and today is it seems like Nasto is removing the beams, the side beams, the ones that usually holds the pillars together. And yeah, I want to share this moment with you. I've been away for some few days. It's been very busy for me, so I want to take this time also to come over here back in Nyabwanze. I was here like 2 weeks ago, yeah, so I'm back, and I want to share the experience how Nyabwanze YouTubers are doing it over here, because in Kenya there's no village with many YouTubers as Nyabwanze. So when someone comes over here, there's usually a lot to experience, a lot to share, and also a lot to learn. So today they are removing the side beams, and also they are trying to remove the nails as well. So if you do that, it really helps you to cut costs in terms of buying nails, because the ones that are available are the ones that they are using over here. So this is where they're putting them. So they started this morning, they're still working, and let me share the progress, because the last time I was here was like, yeah. So the last time I was here, they were not actually, they were starting to fill the lintel, but 2 weeks after that, actually they were not even in the lintel. They were, I think, on the last course, yeah. And also they had not really done the rest of the house. So when I came back 2 weeks later, the only thing I'm seeing is roofing. The roofing is the one remaining, and only a little bit of some places to be filled. Yeah, I still don't know the plan, but generally the only thing remaining is only the roofing from my point of view. Yeah, so the house has tall walls. Yesterday I told Nasto, because I think this is one of the few houses I'm visiting with very tall walls. Yeah, so generally in most African homes, you realize they go for the standard height in terms of the walls, but very few people manage or try to venture into maybe building taller walls for their homes. You know, if you build a tall wall, the house will look spacious, and even when you are raising the curtains, it's gonna look marvelous. So this is how it is, and the house is very spacious. I'm seeing 4 bedrooms. This one looks like the common washrooms, which are really long and spacious. I think this is now the window, very big window. No, the window is big, and if you even stand outside, you still can't be able to see inside from the outer side, because of how the walls are really high, really high. I think the last time also I saw I think also Priska built his house with high walls. Yes, I haven't visited her, but hopefully one day I'll go over there, share experience. We've never done a video together, but of course we've interacted a couple of times. Yeah, so this is out there. Let me show you the front veranda. Very tall. Look at how the pillars are tall. So today these are the pillars that they are removing. These ones, I know these ones seems like they are gonna be removed today. So they started with the ones at the front veranda. I know once they finish, they are gonna come into this side, and I'm seeing someone is making these are homemade gyms. Yeah, so usually you start with one side, then go to the other side. Yes, so this is how it is. Very nice. And usually with these houses, since they are made of blocks, plastering usually is done both in and out. But generally I like the idea of this part this part is freeway. Yeah, so it makes the house look very spacious. If you are in the living room, the other guy at the end, that's the dining, then the kitchen. Yeah, so I'm gonna yeah, so I think I'm gonna allow them do their job and come back later, because the only thing that they're currently doing is just removing the pillars, the side beams for the pillars, and also they're trying to make the sides of the house. I'm seeing, yeah, so let me show you the entire environment, not really the entire, but part of the village. And the sun is so, it's not really hot. I like it. It's just warm, yeah, but I can feel a little bit of breeze, some cold breeze. So this is how the village looks. It's very peaceful with a lot of trees. This guy has planted sunflower. Yeah, so the village is so peaceful with many constructions going on. I know more people are currently building. Actually, most YouTubers are the ones building in Nyabohanse, courtesy of Marwa. You know, Marwa helped the village very much. Yeah, so I think the guy's trying to fight him. Let me ask you guys, because I'm seeing with the situation right now, hypothetically, because let's say hypothetically, because I'm seeing most people are trying to fight Marwa. Let's say, for example, hypothetically, let's say they manage to talk him dirty and all those stuff, and now what's the end goal? Because from the look of things, if Marwa goes down, the whole village will feel the effect, and even the guys that are currently taking part in trying to talk him or talk bad about him, because that's now the case. That will be the case. I mean, if they manage, hypothetically. Yeah, so apart from that, I'm on the way to the river. The river is just down there. It goes all the way to Marwa's home, Marwa's land, because most of the YouTubers I know actually reside, their houses and homes are on mostly this part. Yeah, because also I hear Dimwango is also building on the other part. Actually, their home state, their parents' home is also on this part. Mayugno is over there. I know you guys can't see because I'm not able to zoom. Yeah, but they share this river mostly. And today, since Nastor is building, I'm seeing is having a little bit of water issues. So today I saw they're trying to collect water just for the household use and also some for the construction. Today I'm not seeing very heavy construction because there are only few masons. I think they're just completing some few areas. Yeah, so it's a little bit windy, very windy. Yeah, so we are over here to get water. I like the breeze and even the birds. It feels village-like. Yes. Ndizi iko nyumbani. Iko. This is Liam. Yes. So they came. The home is just a few meters. Actually, like 2 minutes walk. Yeah, from. Which is so nice because if you live in a village. Personally, I'd like to live near a water source. I mean, be it a river, a lake, yeah, or a stream. So this is where they're collecting water currently, and some of the villagers are from the farm. Yeah, so this the water point. So on this other side, huh? So on this anakuja. So hizi ni maji za kujenga, sindio? Yeah, so these are just for building. Yes, so this is where if you want water, you come and collect. There's some guys over here too. Yeah, so I think the last time I came over here was like 3 weeks back. Yes, so there's also this part. This side it's easy. Fun. So the river goes all the way to this other end. So we've just brought in our first trip of water, and they are off to go get the second trip. So they're supposed to fill these drums. I know not all of them, since we have very few people in the compound. Like the masons. Yeah. So these are the drums. I know this one seems full. This one seems full. Zinaweka kwa drum.
Ngikaitia kono ranga.
Endesha.
Ngoja huyo ona. Anampiana kima.
Ona yegaswa. Unute.
Endesha.
Ndanu kurutu. Kano takakatiri hano bana.
Nita uta ni ko ata mege no ri du ne. Kenu maruka no ri.
Yeah, so these parts, like I said earlier, they are trying to put some concrete so that it makes the house so strong. So if they do it, some people put slab, yeah, because if you leave it like this and you put a roof on top, and let's say you haven't put any gutter, so if the water drops, it hits next to the house, and if it hits, let's say a place like this, because the compound is a little bit slanting, so if it hits and there's no pavement next to it, the rainwater goes underneath the foundation and the house in general. So usually most people put a slab all around, and I think that's what they're trying to do. They're gonna put slab all around, but in the meantime they are still working on removing these side beams. So from the look of things, it's not a piece of cake, but yeah, they are managing.
Mani amokwaga aje nu aje kupulga ni gamohaga.
So I've already realized what they're trying to do. So because they did the front veranda, they placed the pillars, they placed the lintel, so they are building these 3 courses on top. So if you look keenly at the front, at the back, they have to put the 3 courses all around. Then from there, I think maybe this other side also. So for the front and at the back, yeah. Also this part they love to put some courses. Yeah, so most people usually do 3 courses on top of every lintel, the top one, in case maybe you're building a bungalow. But if you're building a story building, I think you just continue. Once you put the lintel, you just continue up. So these places are usually the most, actually this stage, because most nails are being used, and usually when you're walking in this part or working, you have to be very, very keen. You see, like these ones. So if this one gets you, then you will be not lucky. Yeah. So that's why mostly when you're working in a construction site, most people will tend to be on full gear, just for the sake, so for the reflector and also for the boots and the helmet. Yeah. But over in the village, some people are strict on it, some are not really that strict, because in the villages most of these masons are just also community members, and this type of construction jobs in Nyabanze, they've been really common because of the YouTubers, but generally you'll find most of them don't have the full gear. So I think that really makes their work so dangerous, because if you step on these nails, then it might lead to an operation being done on you, especially if it really damages your feet. So you have to be very keen in these places. So I'm seeing the water. This one is almost full. This one is actually empty. These two are almost full. So the amount of water being used on a daily basis is usually you can't estimate. Yeah. But the good part of it, the river is nearby. I saw Naso trying to pump water, but I think it's a challenge. So bringing in water, I think it's the alternative, since also the work today isn't that much. So yeah, the house is coming along nicely, very nice. And I'm waiting for the days when I know it will take time, or maybe not, but I'm waiting for the days, because once you plaster the house, I know the walls, maybe one day, yeah, Naso will put. We had a conversation, I think some few weeks ago, yeah, when he was saying he's also waiting for the days he'll put the lights, plaster the walls, the compound will really look nice, and also these materials will be out of here. Let me show you a part, just one part that really looks nice. So let's say the house is complete, the compound is full of grass, just like this part, very green, and I'm seeing they've planted some grass over here. Yes, this grass is usually the best. It's drought resistant a little bit, not really that much, but if you compare it to the other common grasses, it's a little bit resistant to a lot of sun. Let's say it hasn't rained for like maybe a week or two, it will still remain green. So this is how their house looks. This is the front view, very big windows. Wow. very big windows. Very, very big windows. So this place used to have some 2 trees. They looked like acacia tree, and since now they are cut, this place seems a little bit different, because I used to stand there most of the times. It was one of the best shades in the compound, and once you stood there, you had the view of this side, right under those trees where the sky touches the trees. It's like the border between Kenya and Tanzania, so it used to give you a very nice view. And I'm seeing some of the, and you know, most the construction going on, most of you don't really like to admit it, because sometimes back I did a couple of videos actually where some of you came strongly at me suggesting me to stop it, but most of the construction going on is being done courtesy of Marwa, at the moment is helping a family build a house. Actually, I think they finished, and if it wasn't for him, you know, when most people attain success, they usually tend to isolate themselves, but that wasn't the case for Marwa. He came back to his home village and also shared part of his success with them, and a lot of people gained from that. Also Nast over here, who has built a home, and also currently building his multi-bungalow home, which is almost, I'd say a third through, because once the walls are up, now the roofing, and after the roofing is now doing the finishing. So the village is, I'd say it's very blessed, very, very blessed, and most people are building. I think if you count down the number of people are benefited, those who have completed their homes, and also the ones that are currently building, there are so many. I think there are probably more than, there are so many, and that has been mostly because of Nasto. Not really Nasto. Nasto is one of the beneficiaries, but it's been because of Marwa. And I know once the family is helping, once he finishes and everything is settled, I know now they are building the wall just like this one. You know, in Nyaboanze, security is top notch. You have to put it in your bucket lists. So they are building the walls and everything, and once they finish, I know the family will have a roof under their heads. A situation which is gonna be so different from them if you look, let's say, a month, because a month from last month, a month prior, a month before today, they were living under a very different situation, a very different environment, but now things have really changed, and people are helping out, which is so nice. You know, most village, if you walk into most villages, interact with people, you realize people are so many people are very humble. So if you help them with something small, the best thing they will do is just to say thank you, because you've really done a lot when most people haven't. Actually, the few people talking are saying a lot of shenanigans. I've never seen anything of substance that they've really done to the village. Anything that someone can see or touch or say that have changed someone's life for the better. You can't say, you can't count, you can't. It's not something worth even involving yourself into. But I think for me, I'll always put credit where it's due, always, because without them, we'd be nothing. We'd not be human. Yes. So this is where they placed some of the materials which are being used. I'm seeing the number of stones left are so small. Maybe they'll find a place if you crack these ones, this is a very nice ballast because of the bluestone. The bluestone, yeah. So all of the construction, if you walk also around Kinley, you'll see some roads. It doesn't really rain that much, but in case, because you know it's a village, if it rains heavily, the roads are usually mud. So there's a couple of time back also Marwa suggested, or he even engaged himself, went into his pockets, tried to make some road, which if you walk on it right now, it's very nice, very smooth. Maybe if it rains, there will be mud because it isn't tarmac, but it's better than the way it was, because when it rains in these roads, there are usually some gullies, some water pathways which can even cross the road, and once it crosses the road, it can be very hard for vehicles or even motorists to use it. And right now I think the road is in good condition. Yeah, so the guys are on this side, this is the front. They're also removing these side bits and build the 3 courses up just like this part. Guys, these windows are really big, very big windows. And for these ones, they love to be measured. Most of them are measured, but these ones are extra large windows. There are some windows, if you go to the guy doing welding, you just buy because they are standard. Like the doors, you just go and buy. If it's a warehouse or anywhere, or a wholesale store, you just go and buy because those are the standard doors. I think the doors are standard, but for the windows, they love to come, measure, and after doing the measurements, it's when they make. Yeah, or there's also an alternative. The alternative is the guy to come inside the compound and make them inside the compound, because I'm seeing there's some D12 over here. So just like the beams are the ones they lying on the lintel, those steel bars. Yes, so just like those ones, they were made in the compound. Some of them are lying over here. So if Nasto wants, he can do the windows just inside the compound. So these are the ones left. I know they'll find a place to be used. Yeah, so if he decides that's the way he wants it, it will be the best way. But the windows are big, extra large windows. Wow, very big windows. So once I know these blocks are gonna be the ones put up. Yeah, so construction usually it's step by step, bit by bit, and just like that, at the end of the week you will have built something like this. Of course, it takes a lot of time, resources, and hard work, all the things that you can think of. But once you get it right, and you maintain doing it each and every day, this is the result you're gonna end up with. But it's a lot of hard work, and a lot of resources. Yeah. So these guys are still bringing on some of the materials close so that they can put some pavement on the back side. So let's go see.
sera mushwaliga ndabanza dusikana.
So because some of the lights, actually the lights that are available in the compound are a little bit far. So yesterday Nasto bought some solar lights. So it's over here. We placed it under sun so that it can charge. Usually these solars are very small, but they are very expensive. I usually don't know why. Maybe because it's an alternative. But such solars like this, especially that one with 2 lights, because it's 300 watts, are very expensive. So you wanted it to be placed up there so that it can light up this side of the compound and also next to the gate, because currently the only lights available are the ones in the house. There's one next to the kitchen, not next to the poultry house. Yes, yeah, mostly they are on this side. So that's why I told you earlier, one day when the whole compound will be having lights, it will really look nice, because now usually this place is a little bit dark, and also because of the house is blocking some sunlight that's usually used to cover this part. So the house has blocked that, so the only alternative is to maybe put one over there. Yeah, so we were waiting for the guys that were coming to install. I waited for them yesterday. They did not come. So if in case they come today, I'm gonna show them how to install, because it's supposed to be put in a way such that it can at least light this part all round, because it's a very big light. It's a very big light, 300 watts. And also it has 2. It's a very big light here. Yeah, so usually whenever I see such lights, because we once bought one, very costly, it was so small, but for this one it's big enough, it can light the entire place. This house has a very big windows, guys. I'm still amazed, because when they were building them they seemed very small, but now they're very big. So the issue of light, it's finding its way, because there's one light in front just next at my fingertip. It used to light almost next to this place, but because of the house it's blocking. Yeah, so today's work, it's going on well. The guys have managed to finish the one at the back. They are now at the front veranda, so probably by the end of the day they will have placed the courses and everything. Yeah, so I know my video is coming to an end. It's been very nice coming onto the platform again. I know I've taken some time, yeah, but I'm happily back. For the guys that have been supportive, I'm always grateful, and beyond, because if it were Nyabwanze, I've known a lot of people because me coming to Nyabwanze, met a lot of friends. Yeah, so it's been an honor. This isn't my first nor last time. Yeah, I'll be coming over here. I promised myself to see the house, to be part of it from the ground, from the foundation all the way till the finishing. Yeah, so I know I'll be coming oftenly to visit also, apart from even the house, also from the people, the few friends I have. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna end my video. Wherever you are, take care of yourself, and let's meet in my next video. Bye bye, guys.